What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's SM. For the month of September, I managed to pick up a lot of PS5, PS4, PS3, and PS2 games, boy. So, man, this pickup video is going to be pretty long. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start off with the PS5 first, starting off with Aliens Dark Descent. I actually really enjoyed Aliens Fireteam Elite. It wasn't real. I don't think it was a fantastic game, but it was a pretty fun game. And this one, I believe, is a top-down shooter, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely seemed interesting, so I figured, you know what, why not? I mean, I do like the genre. I don't play the games a whole lot, but I figured, you know what, I enjoy it, so why not pick it up? And my next game is going to be a bit of a surprise, you know. It's not really a game that you think I play, but I actually do sort of like. It's the Lego series. You know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. You know, anything Star Wars, I'm going to play it. I've actually never owned a Legos game. This is my first one. I have played it before, and it's pretty fun. I think, you know, this is more of like a nostalgia trip for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people love the Lego franchise and stuff. And I used to have Legos when I was a kid. So I figured, you know what? I mean, it seems pretty harmless. You know, why not? You know, just for fun, you know, why not? Had to pick that one up. The next game is for the PS5 I picked up was Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. I only really picked this one up because I had the first one. First one was pretty cool, so I figured, you know what, why not get this one? This one was actually surprisingly pretty cheap. I think isn't this like a newer. This game came out like a couple of years ago. I was actually kind of surprised on how cheap I found it for. It was like $30, so I figured, hey, you know, why not? I'll probably get into this a little bit later. And that's pretty much it for the PS5. Now for the PS4, I just got one game, and it's Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. I love Telltale, man. I am a big fan of them. I mean, The Walking Dead. I prefer The Walking Dead game over the show personally. And they finally made a comeback. So I never got a chance to play this game. No, I think they managed to make one for Game of Thrones, if I'm not mistaken, which I also haven't played. But I mean, come on now, this is Marvel. I mean, Telltale, that's like a gimme. And I found this for a pretty cheap price too, so I had to pick this one up. Yep. Now let's move on to the PS3. Now the PS3 is probably the biggest stack, so let's get right into it. Starting out with my boy, or boys I should say, Ratchet and Clank, man. The Ratchet and Clank collection. Now this contains all three of the trilogy. I'm actually a very big Ratchet and Clank fan. I've never played every single game in the collection, but I did play Up Your Arsenal, which is one of the games included. I played A Crack in Time, Rift Apart, and one other one I played, Size Matters. But I haven't played every single game in this franchise, so I decided to pick this one up. 3 full games, HD. I mean, come on now, why not? So, yeah. Next game, well, next couple games, I should say, is going to be Resistance and Resistance 2. Now, I've actually played both of these games. I've never actually like beaten them or owned them. I know a lot of people love this series. I don't have Resistance 3, but I actually do think these games are pretty fun. I really don't know what happened to this franchise. I mean, did it just go under like Killzone? I don't really understand, but I would love maybe a remastered or a remake, I guess, for the PS5. I mean, I know this series is kind of beloved, so found these two games for a cheap price, so I figured, you know what, why not? I'll definitely get to them real soon. Next up, yeah, I picked up a couple of Ratchet and Clank games, so yeah, you're gonna be seeing a couple of them. This is the one that I absolutely really enjoyed, just never really owned. A Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. Oh yeah, I remember this game, man. I remember playing the demo for this game on the PS3. Yes, sir. I remember this. I heard the story was really good. The future series is really good. So looking forward to getting to that. Tools of Destruction. This is another one that a lot of people love. This was actually the first game in the future series, I believe. Yeah. Don't know anything about this game in particular. I just know that everybody absolutely loves this one. So yeah, look forward to getting this one too. Next up is Medal of Honor Warfighter. I picked this one up because I had the first one, the first Medal of Honor. I had this game before, but I believe I sold it. This was actually the last Medal of Honor game that we were blessed with. I don't think this game was really well received. The campaign, I do remember the campaign and it being actually pretty fun. I really hate that the Medal of Honor series went under, man. I mean, somebody needs to revive this series because I would love to play more Medal of Honor games. I don't know what EA is doing. So, yeah. Next up is more Star Wars. Remember these two games? Especially this one. Star Wars The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2. This might be weird to say, but I don't care. I've actually never owned the first Force Unleashed, but I owned and beaten the second one. I know that's weird, but the Force Unleashed was a fun game. I mean, the gameplay, oh man, the story. The second one wasn't quite as good to me. The story was, I think it was like, 4 hours long, and the combat, if I remember, was very kind of shallow. But I think overall I prefer the Jedi series over the Force Unleashed because of the story so far. But I mean, come on now. I think everybody loves this series though. I would have loved the Force Unleashed 3, but yeah, it is what it is. Next up is a game that I know everybody has played. Far Cry 3, man. This game made me a fan of the franchise. I had this game too, but I sold it. I really sold a lot of good games I had, and I hate that, but I'm buying them all back. I love Far Cry 4. I love 5. 6 is all right. 6 is growing on me. But none of them really surpassed 3 for me, man. I don't know what it was. I think it was the story. I mean, open world, of course I had to get that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Far Cry 3 was such a classic. Speaking of classics, another one. Infamous 2, man. You know, I don't think Infamous 2 is better than the first one, but it was a great game, boy. It was a great game. I really would have loved an Infamous 3. Not Infamous Second Son. I mean an actual Infamous 3. But, you know, I just love this series, too. Last but not least is the only PS2 game that I actually picked up, and it's Ratchet Deadlocked. I don't think this game was like a hit for critics, but I think every Ratchet and Clank fan loves this game. I mean, I researched this game was like one of the best in the series. I've never actually played it. This game just went completely under the radar for me, but I mean, I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan, so I figured, you know what, why not pick it up? It's for the PS2, so I know the graphics are probably not going to be, you know, it's going to be dated, but I don't care. I heard this game is super fun, so I am definitely looking forward to getting into this. I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of this game on my channel, you know, why not? And that's pretty much it for my pickups, boy. Yeah, picked up a lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, picked up a lot of games for the month of September, boy. But you know what? It's all good because these games are games I actually wanted to experience or add back to my collection. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button for your man. Subscribe if you're new. And my name's SM, and I'm out. Peace.